Hello, and welcome to Without Fathom. I'm MacGuffen, this is Daggerchart, and it's PAX Unplugged announcement analyzing time. Daggerchart Press has announced their first Daggerchart supplement, titled Hope and Fear. There's been a lot of speculation about what the book might contain, not just by me, and now we finally have some answers. So, how much is there? The same amount as the core book? 2/3 as much? 4/3? Nope. Just what's in the void. Everything before the Blood Hunter anyways. That includes 4 classes with 8 associated subclasses, 6 ancestries, 6 communities, and 6 transformations. By my count, we're looking at 63 cards, less than a quarter of what the core book had. In terms of non-card having things, we're also getting over 100 new weapons, armors, and other loot, which makes me very excited to compare them to the patterns I found from my homebrew guide videos. And, of course, what a lot of people have been asking for, more than 130 new adversaries and 28 new environments. Lastly, we are also getting 4 new campaign frames. The first is a classic fantasy setting called Journey to the Horizon, which has a focus on travel. Second is Reign of the Were-Dragon, a dark medieval fantasy setting where you begin by collectively creating the villain. Third is Dark Heart of Andaloria, a gothic horror setting that looks an awful lot like Bloodborne. And finally, there's Castle High, a flying magical school with a modern aesthetic. Characters all get a means of flying that the players get to design themselves. I'm really excited to see all of the campaign frame mechanics and think about how to mix and match them. Surprisingly absent from this list is the previously mentioned Romantasy campaign frame with Love and Magic. Presumably it'll appear in a later product, but who knows? How does this fit with my overly complicated theories? It doesn't fit in most of them, but that was the point, to show possibilities. Just things from the void was always a possibility I accepted, and while this is the first point of data in what might be a pattern, it doesn't mean future books definitely won't have more than one domain and 4 classes. It definitely depends on the feedback they get from this book. It's possible they release a new supplement like this once a year, with a new domain, 4 new classes, and 63 cards, or maybe they'll decide to go bigger. On the other hand, they might focus on adding new subclasses in the next book, or something else. The design team at Daggerchart Press seemed to have a spirit of experimentation and a desire to defy expectation, in direct opposition to me wanting to predict what they're going to do next. One prediction I did get right, though, was that the Blood Hunter was not going to be in the same book as the other classes that have been in the Void. It's never felt like it and the Blood domain were going to fit. That's part of why I never ended up doing a prediction video after its release. What predictions do I have for now? Well, not a lot. The Blood Hunter could still be a Sign of Alexandria setting book, but I imagine they're probably going to be prioritizing their brand new setting first. Also, I did realize that there are a few new data points I could track: a book's last playtest, the announcement of that book's release date, and the release date itself. We only have 2 books so far, but the time between those dates for both are surprisingly similar. Using this, I estimate that we could have Hope and Fear in our hands on July 28th or August 4th. No promises though. Even if I'm predicting this accurately, I can't predict delays. Well, that's about all for today. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more Daggerchart content, and be sure to leave a comment if I missed anything or if you have your own prediction theories. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!